Hi Church, and welcome to Mission Sunday. We recently celebrated Chappie Week, and I would just love to honor all Chappies in schools for everything that they do to impact their school community. I know that Chappie Rosalie chose to declare life over her school. She did up posters and a card for each individual child that had a declaration on that they can keep to impact their life. Chappies walk roads that are very difficult with students, parents and staff. And we thank you, Chappies, for going above and beyond your job description so that you can impact your community and be the hands and feet of Jesus where you have been called. Church, thank you so much for your prayers and support for Wayne and Olya in Ukraine as they continue facing challenges. Right now, we are going to go to a video update from Wayne.
G'day Emerge, this is Wayne from Ukraine, reporting to you live from war-torn Ukraine. First of all, thank you so much for your prayers and support over these last 3 months especially. The war has been a life-changing event for millions of people, not only in Ukraine, but people have been impacted all around the world. As you can understand, the initial adrenaline that we had during the first hours, days, and then weeks has now subsided, and we're in things for the long haul. It's been more than 90 days of since the invasion began, and we have millions not only have been become refugees over the border, but also millions of Ukrainians that are internally displaced in our little town of Kagorlik, which is 15,000 population. That's now doubled in size. So all of these people that have fled, many of them can't go back or won't be able to go back for a long time. And they've all come and they're all unemployed. They say that more than 2/3 of Ukraine's children are now displaced. And so that is something major that needs to be taken in to account as we learn to minister. G'day Timothy, I'm talking to people from Australia, people that are praying for us and supporting. Little Timothy still comes in at night when the air raid sirens go off, and so the war affects you on different levels, and we're trying to keep them safe. But it's the reality of of life at the moment. So recently, I was in the city called Dnipro, which is more than 100 kilometers away from where the active fighting is in Ukraine's east. These are the largest battles that have been going on since the Second World War. So that gives you some idea of the scale of things. And a lot has changed. Just over a month ago now, the Russian forces left the northern part of the country, which freed up cities that had been under siege for more than a month, and that gave us a chance to go in and bring aid to pastors who had stayed behind and ministered. And we're hearing amazing stories of how God has looked after them, but also people that have come to Christ, and brand new communities of we would say vibrant communities of Jesus followers have now materialized as people minister. If you could pray for us, especially as we've decided that the best time to come to Australia is for July, August, so that we can have the school holidays here still and be in Australia, that Nikita's education won't be affected. He hasn't had school basically of any type or any value over the last 2 years since COVID began. Remember when that thing called COVID, that was a lifetime ago for a country that's now in a full-scale invasion. I'd like to share also that Olya is now doing courses for understanding how trauma affects people, both kids and adults, and that's just the new stage of life that we're at. So if you could continue to pray for that, and also now that we're seeing that if the war continues, they're predicting that 90% of Ukraine will be under the poverty line. So this means creating jobs, sustainability, and ministering to internally displaced people. That cascade of not just aid money coming in to feed them, but also giving dignified work and helping the local economy is something that is very much in my calling. So we're looking to raise money for business projects so that the churches and also we ourselves here can continue to minister effectively to people over the long haul as Ukraine fights for its survival. Thanks again, and we hope to see you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.
Church, please continue to uphold them in your prayers for favor, protection, provision, creativity as they continue in that environment. Well, Pastor Mark recently got back from Cambodia, where he went to teach at a pastors' conference where they had about 100 pastors attend. It's so great to be able to go over and impact the community of Sisipon again in such a personal way. Don't forget that our Cambodia trip is coming up in January, so you can give us your expressions of interest so that we can keep you updated with details as they become available. Church, I just want to thank you so much for your giving and generosity. On the screen right now are different ways that you can give to allow us to continue doing all these things both locally and internationally. Church, your missions rep will be out in the foyer after the service waiting to chat with you about all things missions. You know, when I ask a missionary how we can support them, the first thing that they say is through prayer. So please be praying for them first and foremost, and all our programs that we are involved with too. Thank you so much, and I will see you for our next Mission Sunday.